Our planet is not gentle. It burns with deserts hotter than fire. It freezes with winters colder than death. Its oceans press with a crushing weight beyond imagination. And yet, life always finds a way. Tonight we dive into the astonishing stories of creatures that do not merely survive these extremes, they master them. From frogs that freeze solid and rise again, to animals that carry entire oceans inside their bodies, and to microscopic titans that can survive the vacuum of space itself. This is not science fiction. This is the real story of Earth's super survivors. Imagine a creature that willingly lets itself die each winter. Its heart stops beating. Its blood freezes into sharp crystals. For months, it lies motionless, locked in ice, and then, as if touched by magic, it comes back to life. Meet the wood frog, North America's frozen miracle. Unlike humans, these frogs survive by flooding their bodies with glucose, a natural antifreeze. This sugar fills their cells and prevents them from bursting when ice forms around them. For up to 7 months, they are frozen stiff. No heartbeat, no brain activity, no breath. To us, that means death. But for the wood frog, it's simply hibernation. When spring sunlight warms the forest, their bodies thaw, hearts restart, and within minutes, they hop again, as if nothing happened. Scientists study these frogs hoping to revolutionize medicine. Imagine preserving human organs for years, or even placing astronauts into suspended animation for interstellar journeys. And the wood frog is not alone. Painted turtle hatchlings, only a few centimeters long, can survive being frozen too. Life in the cold is not about resisting death. It is about redefining what it means to be alive. Now we leave the frozen forests and dive into a world few have ever seen. The deep ocean, a place with no sunlight, no warmth, and pressure so extreme it would crush steel. Yet down here, life flourishes in forms stranger than imagination. The anglerfish dangles a glowing lure from its head, a beacon in eternal night. Prey, drawn to the light, are devoured in a single bite. The barrel-eye fish has a transparent head, yes, see-through, allowing it to peer upward with tubular eyes that detect faint shadows against the water's surface. The gulper eel, with a mouth like a balloon, swallows prey larger than itself in a single gulp. In this darkness, light itself is the currency of survival. Bioluminescence, living light, is used not only to hunt, but to attract mates, confuse predators, and communicate in the blackness. Even the tiniest creatures here are extraordinary. The Hadal snailfish, delicate and nearly transparent, thrives at depths of 26,000 feet, where the weight above equals 50 jumbo jets pressing down on every inch of its body. Its secret? Unique proteins that prevent its cells from collapsing under pressure. Down here, survival isn't about strength. It's about adaptation. Biology sculpted by darkness and pressure into shapes beyond our wildest dreams. If the deep sea is about darkness, the desert is about fire, a world where water means life, and its absence means certain death. For thousands of years, one animal has reigned supreme in these burning lands: the camel. Known as the ship of the desert, its body is a masterpiece of survival. Camels can survive weeks without water. Their humps do not store liquid, but fat, a reservoir of slow-burning energy. Their blood cells are oval, not round, allowing them to keep flowing even when dehydration thickens the blood. Their nostrils recycle moisture, their thick eyelashes protect against sandstorms, and their bodies can lose a third of their weight in water, something that would kill a human instantly. And when water finally appears, a camel can drink 50 gallons in minutes, refueling for the next endless march. But camels are not alone in desert mastery. The oryx antelope raises its body temperature above 110 degrees Fahrenheit to avoid sweating, conserving every drop of water. The thorny devil lizard of Australia drinks by simply standing in the rain. Its skin channels water straight into its mouth. And the mighty saguaro cactus, standing silent for centuries, stores thousands of liters of water in its swollen body. In the desert, survival is not about finding water. It's about becoming water. Where deserts burn, the poles freeze. Temperatures here plummet far below zero, yet life endures in extraordinary ways. Where deserts burn, the poles freeze. Temperatures here plummet far below zero, yet life endures in extraordinary ways. The emperor penguin is nature's most devoted father. During the Antarctic winter, males huddle together by the thousands, protecting a single precious egg balanced on their feet. For 4 months, they eat nothing, surviving on stored fat as winds rage at 100 miles per hour. When the storm clears and the egg hatches, the chick greets a father who has endured one of the harshest trials on Earth. The polar bear, meanwhile, wears fur that is not white but transparent, reflecting light to blend perfectly into snow. Beneath lies a thick layer of fat, keeping the animal warm even while swimming for miles in icy seas. High in the Himalayas, the yak thrives where oxygen is scarce and cold is relentless. Its massive lungs and oxygen-rich blood keep it alive where most mammals would collapse. Cold is not an enemy here, it is a test, and only the most ingenious designs survive. To us, they seem fragile, tiny, insignificant. But insects and microscopic creatures are among Earth's toughest survivors. The cockroach, often despised, is nearly indestructible. It can survive without its head for days, and its body resists levels of radiation that would kill humans. The bombardier beetle defends itself with chemistry, ejecting boiling hot, toxic spray from its abdomen in rapid-fire bursts, living proof that evolution has its own weapons factory. And then there is the most extreme survivor of all, the tardigrade, or water bear. Smaller than a grain of sand, it is almost impossible to kill. Tardigrades can endure boiling water, absolute zero, extreme radiation, even the vacuum of outer space. Scientists once revived tardigrades that had been frozen for over 30 years. These creatures may be microscopic, but their resilience could one day help humans travel beyond Earth. Survival is not always about endurance. Sometimes it's about repair. The axolotl, a salamander found in Mexico, never truly grows up. It remains in a youthful state all its life, but possesses an extraordinary gift. It can regrow lost limbs, even parts of its heart and brain. The starfish, torn apart by predators, can regrow arms, and in some cases, a single arm can regrow an entire starfish. And the humble planarian worm can be cut into dozens of pieces, with each piece regenerating into a whole new worm. For these animals, injury is not an ending. It is simply the beginning of renewal. Not all survival is about resisting. Some animals survive by moving, chasing life itself across the planet. The Arctic tern migrates from pole to pole each year, traveling over 44,000 miles, the longest migration of any creature on Earth. The bar-headed goose soars over Mount Everest, where oxygen is a third of what it is at sea level. Special hemoglobin in its blood clings to oxygen with super efficiency, keeping it alive where humans would suffocate. And the wandering albatross spends most of its life in the air, wings stretching over 11 feet, gliding for thousands of miles without rest. In the skies, survival means endurance, navigation, and faith in the winds of the world. From frozen forests to burning deserts, from the blackest ocean trenches to the highest mountain peaks, from creatures smaller than dust to giants that stride across continents. Life on Earth is not fragile, it is powerful, ingenious, limitless. These survivors are not just curiosities, they are teachers. They show us resilience in the face of impossible odds. They show us that nature is not cruel, it is clever. And perhaps if we listen carefully, they will guide us to survive challenges of our own. Climate change, space exploration, even the mysteries of life itself.